What's up, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. Hey, I got this Ion Cassette Adapter Bluetooth thing, and if you have an older car with a tape deck, this might actually be something that you want to pick up. It's kind of funny because normally, when I was a kid, used to have these cassette adapters so that you could play your iPod in it, and it would just have like a dongle hanging off, and you put it in, and obviously you can see here there's no magnetic tape. It just kind of connects directly into your cassette player, and it doesn't require the FM transmitter, and so theoretically audio quality is higher and whatnot. Now, a couple things I want to show you here is that this thing is a Bluetooth receiver, and so there's a battery in here, a little battery I think over here, and a Bluetooth receiver, and so you just put in your tape deck and you could broadcast to it. Now this little dongle thing that's hanging out here is kind of interesting because you can see it has a little trapdoor here, and this is actually a microphone as well as your hang up and play pause button, and it kind of just hides in here when you don't need it. There we go. So now it just looks like an old school cassette. But then when you do need it, you just pop it out and you let it hang here. There's a little door here so that it's not going to crimp the wire. There we go. And then you put it in, and this little dongle hangs out, and like I said, it's a microphone. So you can actually take calls hands-free, and there's a microphone sticking out of your cassette player, right? So you don't need kind of a separate exterior microphone. The other thing is that recharges with micro USB there, but there's a power button here that you don't need to use. So when you push this into your tape deck and it starts turning the little wheels here, it's actually going to power on, and then if you eject it, it's going to turn it off. Now you can manually turn it on with this little button there, and it's going to give me a little pairing capability. But what I like about this is theoretically you can put this in your tape deck and just let it have it sitting there. And say you get a call coming in. Now you're going to move pretty quickly, but if you just push this into the tape deck, most car stereos are going to automatically switch to that input. So it'll automatically switch there. You'll have the microphone out. It'll power on, and your phone will quick connect to it, and then you can answer your call that way, right? So it's almost more convenient than the FM transmitters where you might have to kind of switch over to the radio station that you've selected so that it will broadcast correctly and what have you. So this is kind of interesting. Then the other thing, and what I learned, is those FM transmitters, when they are on, most of the other radio stations don't work. Just the signal that it's putting out kind of overwhelms the other stations, and it really interferes. You get a lot of static or no pickup of the actual official broadcast at all. And so this is kind of nice because it's not competing in that FM frequency space. It is what it is. And then when you're done, you could hit eject and it pops out, turns off, and saves battery. And I think you should get many hours, I don't know, 3-6 hours of talk time on this, like a Bluetooth headset, which is kind of similar. It would work too. Now you do have to charge it up because obviously it might be a little hard to get a micro USB cable in it when it's in the cassette player itself. Well, obviously I have to test it out in a car to get audio quality and music quality, but I just wanted to give you a quick first look at it now. Peter Von Panda out.